got the property sold, was the plan to stay local in Bucks County or just relocate altogether?
Stay local, just downside, stay local.
Got it. Got it. Well, I guess
I was just going to get like a two bedroom home because I still have one of my boys at home.
okay. So is it just you and your son?
Me and my wife, my son.
Oh, okay. So the three of you.
Yeah.
Got it. I mean, I don't know. I don't know if this would be ridiculous, but I guess before I let you go, can I make a quick recommendation?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if this is even the case, and I would never suggest that I'm even the right realtor for you. We're complete strangers. You don't know me, I don't know you. I've never even seen the property. But I guess if there was a way for you to get a number that made sense and maybe even more importantly, get an experience that you perhaps didn't get the first time, would you be totally against setting up some time to meet with me? I'm happy to share with you what we've done with other sellers. And then together, I think you can decide, we can decide if it would even make any sense to make any considerations or not. Would that be totally ridiculous?
Yeah. No, that wouldn't be ridiculous. I tell you what, I'm in the process of doing some things in the house to make the house look much better. Um, uh, so if you want to give me, this is the first of July, August. If you want to give me a call, I don't know, maybe the mid September would be good. I think I should have all the improvements that I want.
Yeah, I guess I just have
Like,
a
like for instance, like I have a roof that's 7 years old, maybe 8 years old, and I got a leak on the backside, and it's fixed, but it's patchy. It has a patch, like a patch job, and it's noticeable. Um, to me, it's an eyesore. To me, I'm the homeowner. To me, it looks like an eyesore. If you don't look at it from the front of the house, but when you go to the back, oh, there's a patch. And it's an eyesore to me. So if it's an eyesore to me, it's going to definitely be an eyesore to whoever trying to buy it.
I'm with you. Yeah.
So even though our roof is good, I'm going to replace it.
So you're going to
So
replace the
after I
whole
replace
roof?
the whole roof, yeah. Even though I don't need a roof, but I can't find nobody to just give me, I don't know, just maybe like I would say a 15 by 10 that needs to be matched up. But I can't get nobody to match it up, and everybody that I call won't do it. So I'm just gonna get somebody to pay I don't know the $6,000-7,000 and have somebody give me a new roof.
So before you do that, can I please give you my roof guy? Like I like don't put out the 6, 7 grand right now. It doesn't seem like it will be worth it. It's not a great return on your investment if you've got only an 8 year old roof. But if there's a world that my guy could come out and patch it up, he lives right in Yardley. I don't know what his schedule's like, but I suggest and take you could
But it is patched. It is patched up.
or I mean to at least
I mean,
just take replace the 15 by 10, I mean.
oh yeah, but I haven't found anybody. I called around. So yeah, I mean, you want to give me his number? You want to text me his number? That's great.
I
But I
will.
haven't seen nobody.
You know what? I'm
And
gonna
I just put in a heater and air condition because when I bought this house, I've been here a long time. I've never changed the heater. I only changed the air condition, and my house is electric. So when I changed the air condition back like 15, I asked the guy, "Do I need to change the heater?" And he says, "No, because it's only a box and so forth." So, well, come to find out that when I pulled out the heater to have it service and clean, it was all nasty and gooey and it didn't look good. So So I changed, make a long story short, I just put in about 2 weeks ago, just put in a 4-ton air condition and a brand new heating system.
Okay. Okay. I mean, this all sounds, this sounds like you've taken care of a lot of stuff. You don't have an old roof. You've changed out some of like the high ticket mechanics. No, I mean, this sounds really good. I guess I'm having a hard time wrapping my head around you not getting.
Well, and I also have a French drain.
Okay.
And the home inspector, which I'm glad for people. Is my language. He was an asshole.
Most are.
He said to the people that came in with the house, which I'm happy. He said, "Well, that looks like mold. Well, it's a French drain, and water runs through all around the basement. It goes into the sump pump.
Yeah.
So it's he's not a mold expert, but I would say that throughout the years it looks gooey, it looks black. But that's because the water, when it rains, the water runs through the channel and it goes into the sump pump and it pumps it out.
Yeah, absolutely.
So that was a year ago. You've seen sump pumps and they don't look very clean.
Yeah, there's nothing sexy about a French drain and a sump pump.
No. I mean, it wasn't leaking or nothing. It was just a little gooey, maybe black. But that's because the water, runs and been running and goes into the sump pump. But anyway, yeah, he pulled that out, which I wasn't happy. But I'm addressing that issue, and I did address the issue. We painted the walls, new heater, so the sump pump doesn't look all gooey and nasty.
Okay, I guess
everything looks nice and clean.
Right.
It's gonna get dirty again because of rainwater.
Well, right, because you don't want it to flood, so it has to do its job.
Exactly.
I get it.
Exactly.
I guess so. You were right. So you were under
rainwater. The rainwater from the underground water, and it doesn't come clean. It comes dirty, and it dirties up the flow. The channel where it goes to. But anyway,
yeah. No, I was going to say that's not abnormal. So you got under contract. You were under contract, and then when you went back active, did they back out because of the inspection report, or you guys couldn't all come to a meeting of the minds? Is that what happened?
Well, the person that was going to buy the house did not want an inspection. So that was for $735. So I was not happy with that price. And I pointed out, the inspector said that this could possibly be mold, which I knew it wasn't mold.
Yeah.
But I wanted to get out that deal. I wanted to leave that deal alone, and they said, "Okay, we don't want the house. That's that
great." Okay. So you were trying to disqualify them, get them out of the way.
I needed to get them out of the way. I did. I shouldn't tell you that.
Well,
I'm not an expert, but I know it's not mold. But if the inspector said, "Oh, that could possibly be mold," so they didn't want to sell my house, so I called the agent and I said, "Listen, they say I know you didn't get a home inspection, but they said this could possibly be mold." And people that buy houses, "Oh no," they started putting their mask on, and that felt great. This looked good to me, and they decided that's fine.
Got it. So you were totally fine with that then at that point.
Oh, absolutely. I didn't want to sell it.
Right. Okay. So essentially you had two buyers for the property, and this is great for me to know because it sounds like obviously there's still some demand for the neighborhood, the school district. Obviously you could see that in your neighbor.
They want the house. The house is sellable. They're just, the inspector pointed out, like I said, the sump pump and the black stuff there, and he pointed out that the heater's been old And I understand that the heater was like, I don't know, 20 years old, 25 years old.
Mhm.
So I said, okay, I'll change that. I mean, what I want to do, I want to sell the house, but I don't want to get somebody in here and have the inspector says, well, that's wrong, the heater's wrong. Like he says, my appliances, the house, can possibly go wrong at any time. Well, you moron, that could happen with any.
So that's exactly
I
right.
mean, they work. They work. They work. My appliances, all my appliances work. Now, for him to tell the buyer that, well, these appliances could go at any time. That's any appliance.
Yeah. So I feel you on this because I have a very love-hate relationship with inspectors because it's very arbitrary. And most of the time, the delivery of the inspection reports aren't in favor to mutually come to agreements. Obviously, they work for the buyer, so that's their job. But in my opinion, it's really up to each representing realtor to be that buffer and really explain what the expectations are with inspections overall.
Yeah.
I say, here's my number one trick for appliances because this comes up all the time. What I do with every single seller I work with is all appliances will remain in as is condition with no monetary value, which means if at some point an inspector comes and they say, oh, this lifespan has a year left, that doesn't mean anything. You can't ask for credit because we already established there's no monetary value. I've had buyers do that all the time for our listings.
But there's nothing wrong with the appliances.
For sure. It's just their way.
I mean, they're the top of the line.
Yeah.
I mean, could it go wrong? Absolutely. I mean, I can turn my stove on tomorrow and be like, oh, shit, it don't work.
Right.
Everything in my house was nice. I mean, absolutely nice. I mean, I didn't sell it. I'm so happy that I didn't sell it for that amount of money. And I wasn't happy. Maybe I would have sold it. Maybe I would have sold it if I was happy with my roller, but even though I know him, the communication was not there.
Sure. So.
And I gave him a house. I have a house in the city. And I bought this home, and I flipped it, and they charged me 3%. Now, keep in mind, he doesn't live in the city, so he just put a sign there. So naturally, another realtor called him and he set up the appointment. He sold it. That was sold. But his 3% that we agreed on jumped up to 5%.
Oh, I see.
Because I had to pay the other realtor. And I wasn't too happy with that. I said, if I agree with 3% and somebody else sold it, not 5%, which he did because I really wanted to sell that property in the city. So you know what? You got me for the other 2%, but I don't need him. Well, basically, I wanted to expire because I'm going to get rid of him.
Yeah.
I'm not happy with that. So,
yeah.
So I believe my contract is over next month with him. I think I did a 6-month contract. So my contract will be over next month with him.
So here's what I know. So it looks like the reason I called you is it looks like your listing had expired, which means that indicates to me that there is no longer a valid contract, which is why I called you. Otherwise, I wouldn't overstep or be unethical. So from my perspective, what I'm seeing, it appears that your contract has expired because your listing expired as of last night, which is why I was really calling you and being like, what in the world happened here? Like, you're in Bucks County, you're in a great area. And I guess here's what I know is true. And I know this because I would say 80% of our sales were expired listings, meaning a homeowner has their property on the market with a realtor. For some reason, it doesn't sell. It could be communication, pricing strategy, market, it could be a combination of things. So, and I don't know if you would agree with me, but I feel like a lot of realtors are really, really good at telling homeowners what they want to hear, as opposed to just being 100%, even if it means that I risk losing business. which is cool with me
I'll
because
say like, oh, I'm gonna tell you like this. Like I said, my house is really nice. I'm a landscaper. Well, I was a landscaper. So my garages were not, they were not the cleanest garage. Okay. I've been a landscaper for 24 years. So I park my wet mowers in there that will come out of it wet. I mean, it's pretty dirty. I'm going to say it was pretty dirty. So when I called him, I said, listen, I'm going to sell my house. Tell me what I need to do. So he walked around the house, for the first time, and he says, what I need to change, what I need to do so we can put up the market. He said, do nothing to the house. I said, do nothing to the house? Yep, this is the way we're going to sell it. So I said, okay. So we put it up. We're doing nothing. But I know that my garage were messed up. Anyway, like I
yeah.
said, make it long story short, I redid, both of my garages are redone. New garage doors, new sheetrock, new everything, new floor, you can live in there. I made it so you can live in there.
Okay.
And that's done, the basement's done. Like everything that I knew that could potentially, I looked at it in my view, like if I came to see this house and the garages were messed up, well, that's not working for me. Or the roof, looks like an eyesore. No, I don't want that. So yeah, I
So
fixed everything that could be possibly an eyesore.
here's what I'm hearing. Yeah, I was going to say, I'm hearing a lot of pride of ownership despite not being guided in the right direction. I guess if we do, Ricardo, ever get the opportunity to meet, I hope that I have your permission to be 100% honest, even if that means at the end of the day that we're just not going to be a good fit. But I think I'd be doing you a disservice by just not being honest and letting you know exactly what it would take to not just sell the property, but sell it for what the market will really bear at its highest point. I think we're in a
Yeah.
reasonable time of year before school starts. And I know you might not even be interested in selling it right now and perhaps waiting a couple months, but if if there was a way for you to get a number that made sense before September, is that something that you'd be open to talking to?
Well, my wife wants to sell it before September because of school. The school starts, and people are looking for homes, and she said, she wanted to put it up in July, but July doesn't work for me because I still got to do some things. Still got the roof to do.
Right. Well, you know what?
So July doesn't work.
I was going to say, let me reach out.
There's a couple other things that I need to do to spruce up the place. So maybe the end of August, I would say mid-August, I would say. I said September, but I think everything will be done by August, mid-August.
Got it.
A
So,
month or so.
I mean, I don't know if this is premature, and you tell me, because it sounds like even if you're not committing to selling right now, I feel like it might. I mean, you tell me if you could benefit from a conversation, or at least if I can offer you clarity in what the market's doing right now and what I think would be best beneficial to prepare the house. I mean, would you be open to meeting at some point, maybe tomorrow afternoon, if you and your wife are available?
No, we're not available, honestly. But I will be available, I guess, by the end of the month.
Okay, so end of July.
Today's the 1st. Yeah, and it's probably, close to the end of July. If you want to keep my number and give me a call back. What was your name again?
Sure, Ariella, and my husband Lucas and I, we work together. We're with Keller Williams over in Langhorne.
Okay.
And then here's what I'll do, because I know you're probably going to get crushed with calls. I don't suppose you'll remember who I am in 4 weeks, but when we hang up, I'll send you a quick email with my resume. You'll know exactly who I am. You can put a face to our conversation. And then that way, when I give you a call in a couple weeks, it'll be less about me and more about what really you and your wife are looking for. Is that reasonable?
Yeah, well, I'm not in tune to sell cheap. Like my neighbor, I think they sold their house. I think it was December, and they sold their house for $670, $680. I mean, of course, it's different house. I mean, next door to me, but totally different. And I guess my ruler was, pushing me more like, well, next door sold for this, and you're not going to get that. I didn't want to hear that. I didn't want to hear that. But other properties in my neighborhood sold for much more than that. Like I said, the one that's pending now, the one that's maybe 2 blocks from here, they had a pool that was really nice. I couldn't compare my house to that. But that house sold for $860,000.
Got it.
I
Okay.
can't compare it because it was totally different. It was a much nicer than my house.
Got
The
it.
one in the corner from here, there's no way that they can get that kind of money and mines, which is mines are 50 times better than your house, except the pool. But not everybody wants a pool.
Sure. Sure. No, I'm with you. I'm with you.
I mean, I'm pretty sure you've seen the pictures on the website.
Is that the one on Shelley Road?
Yeah, the one on 45 Shelley Road. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm talking about.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. I did see that one.
I don't know.
I did see the
It's
pool.
pending, but
Yeah.
one car garage and all suite. I have all that too, except the garage. Except the pool.
Sure. Sure.
I have a much nicer house. I have EP Henry throughout all, I got the retaining wall, my whole driveway is EP Henry. Of course, I did it on my own landscaper.
Right.
Much better. Much better. But anyway, yeah, if I don't get what I want, it's probably not going to sell this year. Maybe next year, I guess. If I don't get,
Yeah.
in the 800s.
I was going to say, here's my recommendation. And it really, at the end of the day, this needs to make sense for you or your family. So it's I guess my goal is when we do get the opportunity to meet is really share with you the data of what it's going to take to sell the property. And it may or may not be a number that you want to hear, but like I said, if you're okay that I'm 100% honest, I'm happy to share the data. And then certainly you and your wife can make the decision whether it makes sense to move forward or not. And the reality is when I work for sellers, you're the boss. You get to ultimately decide where you want to list your house. It's my job to let you know what the pros and cons of each one is and what the potential expectations could be. But certainly I wouldn't steer you away from a price that you want, as long as I think it's within reason. Because at the end of the day, it wouldn't make sense for me to take a listing or work with the seller if we're not on the same page. Because what would be the point? You don't get any gains from it. And obviously I don't get any gains. If anything, you're taking away time and money from you being on the market and actually selling. So like I said, my goal is to really just be honest with you and your wife. And if it makes sense, great. If not, you can't hurt my feelings. I'm a big girl. It's really no hard feelings.
Well, I'll tell you what, text me your information and I'll have it on my text, and then keep me in mind and give me a call next month.
Sounds good. So I'll give you a call next month. And at that point, you think it might make sense to set something up?
Yeah, then we can get together and talk.
Sounds good. In the meantime, I'm going to reach out to my roof guy. I'm going to see if he has even availability to fix that 15 by 10 spot.
No, I'm gonna get a new roof.
You do? Okay. Okay.
Yeah, I want a new roof.
No worries.
It's probably going to cost me between $5,000 and $7,000, but I think a new roof with a certification that it's a new roof, people like that.
Sure. Yeah.
People want to hear it's a new roof.
Totally up to you, but I get it. Okay. No worries.
Okay. Appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Ricardo. Take care.
Thank you for calling.
Yeah. Thank you.
You too.
Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Oh, that was a really, really good conversation. So that was an expired. That's my first expired I called for the day. This is exactly what I wanted to hear. He didn't like his, well, not that I don't want to hear it, but this is why homes come off the market. Usually it's because they didn't like their realtor. The realtor wasn't communicative, all the things. I really was trying to push for an appointment this week, but he said he's not ready. Fine. I didn't capture his email address because he just wanted me to text him everything. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. I have a resume and a short video that I will send. And then this guy is going to get my lottery ticket. So thank you card, lottery ticket, and a text. So I don't think his price is really realistic for what he's trying to do, but let's see. Let me text him. This is a hot lead. So let's see here. Hey, what's up? Hi, Ricardo, comma, this is Ariella, period. With Keller Williams, period. This is my personal number, comma, we were speaking on my work number, period. Thanks so much for taking the time to share a little bit about your experience, comma, I don't take your time for granted. I realize that at the end of the day, comma, we don't know one another, so I will attach our resume in a short video so you can at least put a face to our conversation. Okay, that was a really, really, really good lead. I got to send him over my resume. All right, so he told me to follow up with him at the end of the month. So I'm going to cut this time in half and I'm going to touch base with him in 2 weeks. And I'm going to send him a thank you card. I'm going to put him on a neighborhood search so that I know he's very hinged on what's going on in the community. So I'm going to be on top of it. Right, honey?
That's right. Are you on live?
I'm live.
Nice.
I'm sending you something through Slack. You don't need to drop everything and do it now.
Of course, but then still do it now.
But still do, you know.
Okay, Mike.
You know, I really need this by the end of the day, but if it's done in the next hour, that's what I really.
That's why I never can get anything done. Just so we're clear, on live, that's recorded for.
No, I'm just kidding. I do just really need this, you know, at some point. It's my first expired. Ricardo. That's a very nice guy. Where the hell is, okay, got it. Ricardo. Who is joining me? Is anybody else calling expireds? It's the first. Did you guys get a lot of expireds? Are you calling expireds? What's going on? What's everybody up to? Those are really good. So first call, I got contact, I got a lead. And the reality is I don't even know if he would sell to, this year, but still really wanted that appointment. Come on. All right, so contact, lead. Oh, so what, I actually haven't sent this out in a while, but what I used to do, because I used to call expired all the time. I have to see if I have it here. In addition to the thank you note that I send, I don't have it here. I have to print it out. But I have a printout of 5 reasons why homes don't sell. And I send that along with my thank you card. So 5 reasons. Oh, it's called 5 reasons homes. 5 reasons homes fail to sell. And it goes into, it's not what you think it is, right? It is pricing, poor property marketing, poor property presentation, timing, and hiring the wrong realtor. But like timing, for example, where I'm not referring to like the time of the year, but I'm more referring to like the actual days on the market of what it would take. Pricing, not necessarily just the price overall, but the pricing strategy. So I'm going to print that bad boy out. Move this here. All right, so Ricardo, you're a hot lead. I contacted you, and we got to keep things moving.
Mail system. Your call has been forwarded to.
If you guys are watching, can you hear me? I had to restart my live earlier. I think Lorraine said that there was no audio, so thank you for mentioning that. I would have just kept going and going.
Two, 6, 7.
So I'm still on. I spent a lot of time on the phone with that one person. I think I was on the phone with him for like, I don't know, 30 minutes maybe. That's a long time. I hope he doesn't spend that much time with anybody else that called him.
Sounds working on everything.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
It's a voicemail. The person you're trying to reach.
So I'm still on my single line dialer calling about like 8 or 9 expireds. It's July 1st, so we got a bunch over the night, but I spent time this morning kind of just cherry picking them, looking at area, price point, if they ended up relisting, or kind of like what the deal was. All right, so Ricardo, I have to put a 2-week reminder on my follow-up boss. Let's see here.
Forward it to voicemail. The person you're trying to reach is not.
Hey, are you going to be ready for our meeting at 11, hun?
Sure.
Okay. I'm going to email you what I got so far for a structure.
Mhm.
Um,
Hello?
oh, Kelly?
Yes.
Kelly, this is Ariella. I don't know if you're going to hate me for this call. I'm just a realtor, but before you hang up on me, I was hoping to ask you a quick question, if that's okay.
Okay.
Thanks. I'll keep it really brief, and I don't know if this call's going to be crazy, but I was surprised to see if you just sold it privately or if that might still be available by chance.
It is still available.
It is. Did it come off the
I
market?
don't know why it's not, I don't know why it's off the market. It shouldn't be.
Oh, okay. I was only calling because it came off the market and I was surprised, but it sounds like it should be on the market and I should probably get in touch
Yeah.
with your realtor.
Yes. That'd be
Got
great.
it. Okay. I don't know why it came off expired, so nobody could see it unless they were looking for an expired listing. So if you still want to sell it, I recommend just letting your realtor know.
Okay. Thank you so
All
much.
right, you got it. Take care.
Okay. Bye-bye.
It's so stupid. You want to sell, but you literally have no idea it was off the market, probably because it's been on the market for 116 days and you didn't get shit from it because you're trying to sell it less than a year later and make a profit. Let me stop. Oh my God. Okay. Goodbye, Kelly. Goodbye. I feel like that first guy I was talking to, I should door knock and drop off.
To an automatic voice message.
I have a hard copy of my resume. I feel like I should drop off. He's just gonna get crushed. Like literally just slammed. I'm surprised he wasn't annoyed when I called him. Mm. You guys, I am desperately needing to hire a follow-up loss manager because there's just stuff falling through the cracks. It's not good. It's no good. I have a couple applicants I'm actually going through. See what's going on. Ay, ay,
21580.
ay. Come on. Maria was able to put this stuff into,
Mojo.
yeah, I think she did it manually though.
As long as it's done.
I know. I gotta show her how to like look through expireds and grab their numbers through Forewarn and do it, you know? So like I'm just coming in here and just starting the dialer. Hello? Mm. Kevin had his deed signing today. Hello?
Our week and we will return next Monday. If you are a current patient and have a dental emergency, thank you for calling your home for dental care. Please listen to all options before selecting.
Numbers. Hi, Kevin. How did everything go with your deed at signing? Question mark. Did you get my email?
Yeah.
Center will now process your call. At the tone,
I had Maria take me off of all of the Scranton stuff. It was just like everything was just looking so messy.
Did anything change on your end in Slack?
No,
Did you refresh? Did you log out and log in?
I did not. I could. I'll do it in a little bit. We will grab our lockbox, comma, and the 2 signs, period. Was
to an automatic voice message system.
What?
2154.
We don't have a lockbox.
oh, in Cloverly.
Yeah, we don't have.
That's right. Was there anything else left at the house? Question mark.
Source.
now, the person you're trying to reach is not available. At the tone, please record
Trying to reach has a voicemail box that has not been set up yet. Please try your call again later. Goodbye.
Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Oh, John?
No, sorry.
Oh.
Change numbers.
Oh, hey, sorry about that. I guess before you hang up, I don't. Blah. Blah.
Your calling session is now complete. All records have been called based on your call settings on advanced filter. To log out of the dialer, simply hang up your phone now. To start a new session, please press the OK button on your screen and follow the prompts to the call wizard.
Hi, this is Angela. Give me a call back. Thank you.
Oh, Angela called me on my burner number. I am going to call Angela right back. Angela, there you are. Let's see, this was one of the expires. I was just calling.
Hello.
Hi, Angela.
Yes.
Angela, this is Ariella, and I don't know if you're going to be upset with me, but I'm just a realtor. And before you hang up on me, I was hoping to ask you just a quick question, if that's okay.
Oh, fine. Now, what real estate are you with?
I'm with Keller Williams. Did you have a favorite one, or one maybe you were hoping to hear me say?
Oh, no. I was just wondering if you were from down the shore.
Oh,
You're not from down. You're not down the shore, are you?
no.
Because I have some rentals down the shore. You know, if you were, from there.
Oh, no. I'm from like the Montgomery, Bucks County area.
Yeah, I know where you are now. I know.
Got it. Okay. And listen, I don't know what happened, but I was just surprised to see Roberts Ave come off the market. And I didn't know if he just, I don't know, sold it privately or if that might still be available by chance.
It is available. And Mimi Moynihan is a realtor. And I don't know if she's with Keller Williams. You would know if she was, because she's in Glenside area, Jenkintown. Were you interested in seeing it, or?
Yeah, no, actually, I want to be really transparent with you. I was surprised it came off the market. Didn't know if something crazy happened or if it would be just completely ridiculous to get a second opinion on something like this.
No, and it came off the market because we had several showings, and one fell through, and one just fell through, and it was just going to be July 18th. It was going to be settled. So I don't know. They maybe took it off the market for the summertime because it's hot. We don't have air conditioning in that whole house. It's an old house, like 103. And I really, you'd have to talk to the realtor about that, but I don't think it's off the market because it's being shown today, and it was shown 2 times yesterday. So it's really not off the market.
Got it. Okay. I only called you because it looks like it came off as an expired listing, which prompts me as a local realtor it looks like your contract and listing had expired with your realtor. So I don't know if you're aware of that. It sounds like she didn't mention anything to you. But if there was a buyer looking in I was gonna say, if there was a buyer right now looking in Glenside in Abington School District, they would not see your house. So that would be worth a conversation with your realtor.
Okay, that's what I'll discuss that with her, but she's still my realtor.
Got it. Okay. No worries. I totally respect that. And listen, I wish you all the very best, okay?
Thank you.
Take
I'm
care.
having a hard time seeing it, but I don't know whether it's just because it's a big old house. It needs some work. The patio and the garage are pretty. They need some money put into them. But I'm not going to do that because the price is pretty, I think, fair for the house, the beautiful house.
Yeah, I
I
mean,
think, and
it looks
and
very
we did. But then we resigned. We got older and we didn't fix the garage, which I guess we should have. But anyway,
Yeah, I mean, it's very charming. I've sold several properties in Jenkintown and Glenside, and it's a very charming community. So I guess I was just surprised it came.
yeah. And Robert, it was really a nice. It's very good block for the train is right there, the church is right there. 2-3 churches are within a block of each other, and it's a nice neighborhood. And that block is very, one of the nicest blocks in Glenside. So it'll sell. I'm not
Yeah,
worried about
it'll sell.
it.
And yeah, I guess, Angela, before I let you go, I mean, are you totally against getting a second opinion on this, or do you feel totally compelled to work with that same realtor?
A second opinion on the price of the house, or the second opinion on
Second opinion on an actual strategy that's going to cause the property to sell.
well, I'd have to talk to my children. They're taking care of all of that for me. I went into a retirement center. The retirement. In fact, it's Springhouse right up the street. Right, it's not too far from you.
Oh yeah,
You're in Ambler, aren't you? No, you're in Bluebell.
I'm in Warrington.
Oh, you're in Warrington. Is there one in Bluebell, Keller Williams?
There's one on every corner.
Right. You can leave your number, send me a message with your number on it and your name, and I'll ask my son. He would be taking care of that, not me.
Yeah, I respect that.
Yeah.
Is this yours? Is this a cell phone number?
Yes, it is.
Okay,
It
so
is.
what I'll do is listen, I think I would be shocked or surprised if your son gives me a call, but in the event that he does, I'm going to send you a text with my resume so he at least knows who he's speaking with. And like I said, it would really just be if they were interested in getting a second opinion. And if not, no big deal.
Oh, that would be fine. Oh, just send me your information out. Going down the shore, we have a business down the shore, and we're expecting, hopefully, that the weather's good and we'll be busy. So it would have to be after the 4th.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just wanted so you wouldn't think, I was leaving you behind, but I'll talk to him about this, and you can send me your information. And can you send me your resume online? Or how do you do that?
Yeah, I was going to say, this is my work number. So what I could do is I can send you a text for my personal number, and it will link up. It will link up to a resume. So you'll be able to see that.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Thanks, Tris. And I will get back to you next week sometime, or he will.
Okay. Thanks, Angela. I appreciate it. Have a nice holiday weekend.
I have 4 children, and they've all helped me with everything. So I'm leaving it up to them.
That is amazing. Are they all local?
Yes. They're all in Glenside. One's in Orland. Yeah, they're all local. Yeah, and they all get along, and they're very good to their mother, me, because at 80, I don't feel like dealing with all this. mean,
Oh, yeah.
I'd rather them deal with it.
You know, I
Because-
don't blame you. That it's a lot. It's a lot to handle, and it sounds like you've got a really great support system.
Yes, it's good. It's good. They're very good.
And
And they know that I need that money to live in here in Springhouse and enjoy it. Not just to live here, but enjoy the trips and everything else that goes along with it. So,
absolutely. Absolutely. Well,
It's
listen, I'm so happy to hear you have such a great support system. And if there's anything worth having a conversation with your kids about, I'd, be more than happy to. And of course, you all and they all can decide if it would make sense to really just move forward with a different strategy that would cause it to sell and not sit for another 80 days.
Right. Okay.
Okay.
Thank you very much. Bye.
Thanks, Angela. Talk to you soon.
A nice day.
You as well.
Bye.
Bye-bye. What a sweet, sweet lady. All right, Angela, let me text you. Let's see. Oh, we gotta hop off in a minute. I have to hop off in a minute.
Yeah, I mean, the outline is really good.
Okay.
I think that's going to be pretty to the point. I'm sure they're gonna.
Yeah, I'm hoping
Yeah.
we could kind of get to the point, but maybe I'm gonna maybe set an alarm for like 30 minutes. Do we have a link for the meeting?
Are we doing a hub or a huddle or Google Meet?
I don't know. I don't know if it matters. Either one. I just need to finish my notes, hop off, and warm up my coffee. This
We're on
is
Google Meet.
Ariella with Keller Williams, period. Thank you so much for your time, period. If your son, and family isn't totally against getting a second opinion on Roberts Avenue, I'd love the opportunity to share a strategy that would cause the property to sell, especially right before the school year. You can find my resume attached here. Okay. All right. So I had a lot of long conversations, and these were just expireds. And I got 3 contacts and 1 hot lead. So I've been calling for about over an hour, actually. So that's not a great contact rate, honestly. Which is why I really don't call expireds like that anymore, unless I'm cherry picking the way that I have been here. So I got basically 3 contacts and a really hot lead for 1 hour. So I care less about the contacts, and I'm stoked, obviously, about that lead. So I have a team meeting that I'm hopping on. So I hope you all have a great day. If you have any questions, feel free to drop them in the comments. I do respond. And if there's any piece of advice I could give you, just pick up the phone. Pick up the phone and call 1 person today, and maybe call 2 people tomorrow. And then the moment that you are ready to get off the phone, just call 1 more, and that's it. All right. Have a great day.